Hey Outlanders, welcome to another Vigor Explained video. Today we're going to be discussing the Crafting Rework and all of the changes that went behind this feature that we introduced in Vigor Turmoil. So let's discuss where to craft and how to craft. As you might have noticed, in Vigor Turmoil, we have reworked the crafting UI, so you will now be able to find the crafting tab in the workbench, and your loadout will be now located in the Outlands tab, right next to where you select the maps and the game modes. Now, there's two ways you can craft a weapon or a consumable. Number one is using the weapon parts. That way you can instantly craft said weapon or consumable. The second option is by using the crafting table, the relative blueprint or plan for said weapon or consumable, and materials. Now, using the second method, it usually takes more time to craft weapons depending on their rarity, and it also costs more. So as you can imagine, the higher rarity of a weapon, the longer it will take for it to craft, and the more you'll have to spend to craft it. But worry not, you are able to skip the queue by purchasing crowns or using crowns to instantly finish your crafting queue. One of the main things that we've introduced with this update is something that the community has been dying for a very long time, and that is batch crafting. That's right, we finally introduced batch crafting, so let's discuss how this works. You are now able to batch craft weapons and consumables at the same time, as each one has its own separate queue for crafting. You are able to craft weapons using the plan, materials, and crafting table, but while it's crafting, you can also craft weapons using weapon parts. That's going to be an instant craft. You cannot craft the same weapon that you have already in the queue. The same goes for consumables. You can craft consumables using the second method that we've talked about. That's going to create a long queue, but you can also craft consumables with their respective parts as an instant craft. Some other important crafting changes include the fact that when you craft a weapon, you will no longer receive an ammo magazine for the said weapon. That is because we've introduced the new shelter improvement, the ammo press, which we will talk about in a little bit. But the good thing is that there are no more level requirements for the crafting table. That means you can start crafting weapons and consumables with plans starting from level 1. So let's talk a little bit more about batch crafting. As we said, you can now craft weapons and consumables in a queue. The maximum amount of weapons or consumables that you can craft is 10 of each. Right? So you can craft 10 weapons and 10 consumables at one time, max. The crafting time is determined on the crafting time it requires for a single weapon times as many weapons as you have. Keep in mind, this number could be reduced depending on the crafting table level that you have. The higher the crafting table, the lower it takes to craft a weapon. Once the queue is finished, all items are delivered to you at once, and that goes for crafting with weapon parts, but also with a blueprint. You receive everything at once it's finished. Now, let's talk about our new shelter improvement, the ammo press. What does it do? It basically allows you to craft ammo for specific weapon categories. You no longer require the weapon plan of a set weapon to craft the necessary ammo for it. However, the more weapon plans, and let us say it again, weapon plans, not consumable plans, but the more weapon plans that you have, it can reduce your crafting time by up to 40% when you're crafting ammo. The ammo press shelter improvement is available starting from shelter level 2. So as you progress and the more you level it up, the more ammo you're able to craft. It goes up to 8 levels, and you can see which types of ammunition you can craft, depending on which level you are at. And that's it, Outlanders. We hope that covers everything. We hope you get crafting, and we hope you enjoy this new update. Let us know your thoughts on this rework, if you like it, if you have any suggestions for future improvements, and your general feedback. Please make sure to send us your reports through our feedback tracker, which is down in the link below. And that's it from us. We hope you enjoyed this new season, and as always, see you in the Outlands. Bye-bye.